All right, finally, a project. So up to this point, we've been doing labs, right? So we've done 6 of them. So basically, half the semester. Well, a little less than. Just because there's a lot to learn before we can get to the point where you guys can kind of start using what we learned and applying it to your own stuff. Sorry, I am short. Start applying it to your own stuff. So now we have completed more or less the character. I know we didn't do the hair and we didn't do the eyes. I'm not going to worry about teeth or tongue because you're not really going to see them anyway. We didn't do those elements. We'll do those. Not yet. We'll be doing those when we go to do the rig. We'll just finish that up. They're not a big deal. I just didn't really have time to put them in there when we were doing the other things. Okay, so we've now gotten basically those 6 slabs. Now we're going to start doing projects as well. Okay, so for instance, we're going to have this project. Then there's going to be 2 weeks of environment modeling labs. Then you're going to do your own environment. Then we're going to do animation and rigging and stuff. And then you're going to do your final animation project. Okay, so now the project's going to come kind of intermittently. But for the first half, there just isn't really... You don't know enough to really kind of do anything, but hopefully at this point you do. So the first project, what you're going to do basically is do what we did in the labs. So the idea with the labs is that is what we would have covered had we been in class. So like that's kind of what I would do in class. I'd be like, okay, we're going to do this class, we're going to do this, and then the next week we do the next thing, blah, blah, blah. The projects are basically what you would be doing for homework. So this would be stuff that you would be doing outside of class, and basically it reinforces what we do in class. So what that means for you now is that we've modeled the character up to the point that you've seen where we built out the shell of a character. We added the edge loops that we needed for movement and stuff. We textured it. We made the UVs and then we textured it. And now you have a character model minus sans the head or the hair and eyes. Okay. That's what you're going to complete for this project. But the difference is it's your own design. So at this point, you should have already done the turnaround sketch discussion board thing. You may not have done that, but you should have. If you haven't, just go ahead and get that done too. But it's your own design. Now, there is a caveat with this. Because of the way that we're going to rig it, it is going to have to be basically a humanoid shape. So it's got to be 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head. Now you can make it anthropomorphic, like give it a muzzle, make it like a cat or dog person or something. I know some of you guys are into that weird stuff. You can do all that if you want, but it has to be kind of human legs and human arms. You can adjust the proportions of those, so you can make them really skinny or have really long arms or really small legs or whatever. But unfortunately, it has to be in that way because we're going to use an auto rig, and the auto rig requires that it be those proportions. I'd rather not do that, but it's what we have currently available to us. All right. So that's what this project's going to be. Now, the way this works is that every week I've been giving you a lab and it's due by the end of the week. The way this project is that you're going to have this week to make your own character model, whatever you want. That being said, it's not actually technically due by the end of the week. You have till the end of the semester. I wouldn't do that. I would try to just get it done this week. But obviously, we've been working on creating a character model over 6 weeks, so I'm not going to expect you to make this character model, you know what I mean, in 1 week. I mean, it's just totally possible. It's not like it's that crazy. I mean, but I know that might be difficult for some of you. So, this is where I have a little more flexibility. Where the other ones are due every week, and it's just due. This is just due when you get it done. But don't wait till the end too, because you kind of screwed me over, because then I got to do like a million grades. So try to get this done, because after this week that you're just going to work on this project, that I'm not giving you any extra stuff, it's just this. We're going to go right back into labs again, and then you're going to have the labs due every week, and then you'll have another project. So it will easily build on itself. So make sure you get this done, okay? So, like I said, I'm not going to give you any lab this week. It's just this is your time to work on this project, but this project is not due this week either. I would get it done this week if you can, but it's not necessary. And you can look back at any of the videos that we've done before. You can make a character that's very similar to what we made. I mean, just do like a cartoony character. I wouldn't do anything that's super high poly. Try to keep it really low poly. Keep it very simple, cartoony. Like I said, humanoid, that sort of thing. but I expect it to be modeled and UV'd and textured. And then when you're done with it, you're going to take the entire Maya project folder and you are going to submit it onto Blackboard. That way, it has to be the whole folder because your textures are separate images that are linked to it. And if I don't have the images as well, I can't see the texturing. I can only see the model. So make sure you submit the entire thing. And then later on, you're going to be making a film with this character. That's at the very end, basically, because we're kind of making our own little film, and then you're going to make your own little film. We're doing in the labs, we're making one together, and then in the projects, you're also going to be making one. So think about what you want that to be. Hopefully that made sense. Yeah, and that's basically it. So, good luck. Oh, one other thing. When you are done with this, unlike the labs, you will need to also add to post on the discussion board your character model. What you can do is just take a couple of pictures of it and then just post the pictures. That's good enough. That way people get the idea. You can just screen capture. I don't know if you have a screen capture, but on your keyboard there should be a button that says print screen. If you're on a PC, you just hit print screen and then you have to paste it in like Photoshop or whatever program you have. You just hit Control V to paste. If you are in a Mac, you're going to have to look it up, but I think it's like Shift 3 or F3 or something like that, or Control or Command 3. You look it up, but basically they have like a different system altogether where it'll take a snapshot and then put it on the desktop, or you can select an area. I think PC now has the select area thing too, but I don't ever do that. But just take a couple screen captures of it and just post those. And then, so I want you to post your project, your character model on the discussion board. And when you do that, put the pictures, kind of describe what you were going for, and then make sure you comment on 2 others, okay? The projects you have to do discussion boards for, the labs we haven't been doing that, okay? That should be it. All right, so good luck, guys.